Hello, my union, the gaming union here. Welcome back to another Bukkit plugin tutorial. This time, we're going to teach you how to do event listeners. So, just get a new thing set up here. So to get this set up, there's two ways. So first of all, let me explain what an event listener is. Each time a player, well, anything, does a specific action, it calls an event. Alright, so it goes, hey, this just happened. Do you want to do anything about it? And then your plug might say no, and your plugin might say yes. If you haven't specified anything, it'll say no, and yeah. Okay, anyway, so let's actually get rid of that and get rid of this. So we're not going to have any commands in this plugin. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new class, alright? So we're going to go new class, and it's going to be called like listener things. Don't just call it listener, because that'll actually mess up your plugin. Let's actually call it event listeners. How about that? So we'll call it event listeners, and actually we're going to implement listener, and we need to import that. Ooh. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we are going to be able to pull up a bunch of listeners. So in order to do that, let me get out of here. We're going to open up your Google Chrome. I actually have this bookmarked. Go to the Bukkit Java docs. I'll link these into the description. This is a nice looking version of the Java docs. So if you actually scroll down a bit, you'll find this folder right here called event. Alright, so you're going to want to open up that folder, and you'll get all of these different events that can happen. So these are actually just groups of events. There's a lot of events. Like there's vehicle events, like vehicle block collision, vehicle damage, vehicle enter, vehicle exit, you know, all that stuff. There's a lot of them, you know. But let's make a plugin so that whenever you break a block, it'll send a message. Alright, that's what we're going to do for now. So we're going to break a block. So we're going to want to call what we call the block break event. So we're going to say public void, and this part actually doesn't matter. You can name it whatever you want. Let's call it a message on break. And it's going to take the parameters of block break event E. And you can actually make this like block break event BBE, like for this stands for block break event. I typically just call it E. So now you can. So now whenever you break a block, it's going to run a bunch of code, and all that code is going to be specified here. So we're going to say E dot. Alright, and now you get all of these things. Alright, and that's a lot of things. So let's play around a bit here. So first of all, we're going to do E dot get player. So this is the player who breaks the block. Alright. Now sometimes it isn't actually a player, so we can't just say that. So we need to do if E dot get. Oh, actually, yeah. I think in this case it's because it's on break rather than like on destroy. I think there's a difference. There's some different like thing. There's like I don't even know. But in block break event you can use E dot get player. All right. We're going to set player p to E dot get player. I'm going to import player. So we do p dot send message you just broke a block. There we go. We're going to save that. And actually there's a couple more things we need to do. So first of all, at the start of it, type @event handler. Oh. There, @event handler. Save it, and then you go into here, and then here where it says public void on enable, you're going to type Bukkit, and this is to register your events. So Bukkit knows where you're trying to gather, or I guess it knows where to scan. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but Bukkit dot get plugin manager dot get no, not get, sorry, dot register, come on, oh, whoa, that's weird, dot register events, and then you want to do listener, so we'll just say new event listeners, and then where it says plugin, type this. Now, some people, I don't prefer to do this, but some people will have their main class be a listener. So you can actually do that. You can say implements listener, and you can actually just do all the stuff in here too, and then you can do like at event handler, blah blah blah, public void, and you can do all the stuff in here. I don't like that. It just seems a bit cluttered to me, so I don't do that. And then if you do that, when you type this, you would just want to do this rather than new event listeners or whatever you're doing. So now that we have that, I believe if we go ahead, export it as a normal jar file, we're going to rename this to blockbreak.jar. Finish. Now if we start our server, you can see that blockbreak.jar is in there. Start our server here. I already have my Minecraft all ready to go. Just loading the libraries here. And there we go. Looks like we didn't have any initial problems. So, we jump down here quickly. Oh, wow. That's weird. Oh, what? I'm not even up. What is going on here? There we go. That's weird. Let's do times 0, sure. If we place a block, it shouldn't do anything. But if we break a block, it messages me to break a block. See that, and it just spams my spams my messages there. Each time I break a block, it lets me know very so kindly that I just broke a block. So let's get back into Eclipse here. Something cool that you can do with events is certain events. Note that I say certain events. You can cancel the event. So if I do message on break, we'll do like if it's a certain kind of block, like if e.get block dot, and we're actually going to do get type, and then we're going to say dot equals, and we'll say material dot TNT. How about that? So if it is TNT, then we'll do e.getPlayer.send message. You can't do that. And actually, remember, you need to escape the thing. And then we do e.setCanceled to true. You might be wondering why it's not why it's not just e.setCanceled, why there's a true/false variable, and I'll show you guys why in the future here, but not yet. Okay. So now that we have it reloaded, actually I didn't export it, forgot about that part. So we're going to export, surfport, export, okay. We're going to reload, and if we start breaking blocks now, we won't get any messages. But if we take some TNT here and try to break it, if we can't do that, it actually doesn't let us break the TNT. I believe in the case that we light the TNT, it should work. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Man. Oh. So yeah. That is how you do that. Now, as I said before, there's a parameter here, a Boolean parameter in setCanceled. There's a reason for that. So if we do another event handler, and we say public void, let's let's call it let's not cancel, and then block break event. And then we do all this stuff, but we'll add an extra check. We'll say if this is typically for if two separate plugins are handling the same event. So if we do if e.getPlayer dot like a oh, there's a can see. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Okay. Well, anyway. Oh, that's cool too. Oh my gosh, I need to stop doing this. If e dot we'll say dot get health dot or it is less than 19.0. There we go. If their health is less than 19.0, and what is this doing here? Crap. Sorry guys, I just had to do something quickly. So if e.getPlayer.getHealth is less than 19.0, then so if I've been hurt basically, and we'll say less than, oh, if it's less than 20, how about that? Okay. So if their health is less than 20, then we'll allow them to break the block. So say e.set canceled to false. Now, you might be wondering, these things are setting canceled to true and setting canceled to false at the exact same time. We can prevent that. If we go to here and say, I believe it's priority equals event priority dot low. We'll say that, alright? Then copy this into here. And if we set this to event priority dot high, now what will actually happen is this one right here will override this one if they get into a conflict. So this one's gonna be like, I want to cancel the event, and this one's like, nuh-uh, I want to cancel the event. And then we get a conflict. So we're gonna export this, and we're going to reload. Oh, I accidentally put a slash at the end of it. Okay. Now, ooh, I'm getting a little bit of FPS lag here. By game mode, here, let me get a few health potions here. Like that. So now, if we slash game mode 0, let's drink a few health potions. We'll set down the TNT. Alright, so we're at full health. We can't break the block. And that's because it's not meeting this requirement here. So it actually runs both of these no matter what. But if they get into a conflict, then it'll pick this person's option, I guess. So this guy wants to do something, this guy wants to do something, it'll do what this guy wants, because he has a higher priority. So if we damage ourselves a bit, let's say, what's an easy way to damage myself? Let's go over here and take a fall. There we go. And now we try to break the block. It'll actually still say you can't do that because it still runs both of these, but it gets into a conflict because it says e.setCanceled. But because the priority here is higher, it'll actually cancel the event. So yeah, that's basically events in a nutshell. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah. Subscribe for more of these Bukkit tutorials. I'm going to be doing a lot more. I really love making them. So yeah, goodbye my union.